Hey guys, what is going on and welcome to Assassin's Creed Theory. Alright, so today we're going to go over something that might blow your minds, and I've seen it floating around the internet quite a bit, and I wanted to put my take on it. Basically, who is Eivor? And who is Odin? Are they the same person? Are they somewhat different? Alright, let's get to it. Alright, so I first want you to examine Assassin's Creed from the perspective of Patrice Désilets when he was planning his original 6 games. You know, I thought it kind of strange you wanted to do only 6 and not milk the franchise. You know, he did the first 1, 2, 3, and then he wanted to do 4, 5, 6. So, after AC1, the preceding 3 games, some people think they were bad, I actually really like them, would fit naturally into a 6 good game arc, but an ongoing series always felt kind of forced and weird. I don't know, what do you think? Because the original 6 narrative seems like it would have been very conclusive, even if you're going to do a bigger, worse franchise concept like Odin as a first Civ entity or Eivor as a human first Civ entity, it just seems kind of out of place for a 6-gamed, good franchise, and then a bunch of pointless sequels added on only to milk the series separately. Here's the reason why Désilets didn't have, or did have, the right planning for his 6 games. Firstly, Eivor is and isn't Odin. In my opinion, I think they're both. I'm going to tell you why. Firstly, you need to think about the name. It's known that ISU names are decided by characters from mythology, so Odin must represent something along the lines of Raven. Odin, Raven kind of thing, We all know that the ISU had conquered death, and in AC2, Minerva very pointedly states, "But we built you in our own image. We built you to survive." And so we did. Alright, maybe that wasn't the best impression, but you get where I'm going with this. So, how do all these concepts link together? And here's the part that gives me, goosebumps. Odin is reincarnated, so he basically takes over a vessel, a body, and upon death he is able to transfer his consciousness into a new bloodline, and that is how he stays immortal. The ISU are always around because Odin inhabits the humans, keeping the next host body ready. He is motivated to having the most powerful human warrior possible, almost as powerful as the ISU form itself, because he wants to have the most powerful possible host as his next body to jump into. However, he needs the host to be consumed by stupidity and MacGuffin technology before he can transfer. Once in the host, he manipulates their brain to his will. And this is where Cassandra comes in. There's a huge theory floating around the interwebs that Cassandra, being a first Civ birth, made in Atlantis of ISU powers, was Odin's protege, in which case Cassandra was adopted into the bloodline of Odin to be his next long-term powerful host. Either way, Cassandra is clearly the perfect host for Odin, which is why the fanbase is so obsessed with her, right? Makes sense. At the end of Revelations, we see Ezio giving up being a warrior. Why is he giving up being a warrior? It's extremely odd. I mean, if you look at it logically, when he's stronger than Eivor, proves as the strongest ancestor in the Animus from what we know, to being retired away, it's because he'd be a very desirable host for Odin, who is clearly currently inhabiting a relatively dumb host, one of those, clumsy, smelly buffoons that would pillage Saxon churches and villages. So, I mean, there's so many rumors going around about who Odin, but I think this is honestly one of the best ones out there. I mean, there's a ton of lore about ancient pieces of Eden and Ezio finding ancient assassin temples, and these would be used as a plot device designed to explain this ancient fight against the reincarnated ISU and the assassins, who must hide in plain sight in order to remain invulnerable to being consumed as a host. So I don't know, guys, what do you think? This is a pretty cool theory in my opinion. I think it's been floating around here or there, but I just want to know your thoughts. So write in the comments, do you think Eivor is Odin? And if not, then who is she? Did Ubisoft just make up a completely new character? Is she, like her own? Or did they completely screw over Assassin's Creed? Or just, make up something completely for themselves? Or did they stay true to the story and go with Patrice Désilets on, the ideas and lore he set up? Which apparently Ubisoft used none of it. They only took a few ideas. Was this one of the few? I don't know. Let me know. And I will see you guys in the next video and in the comments. Thanks for watching, and remember, nothing is true. Everything is permitted.